With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's a punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Here we go, set, 60 outlaw. Watch 54, watch 54. 5. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. You rush. Hey, one set. Check, hit it.
Minshew, 1st and 10. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
That certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
Hey, high 7. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Here we go. 5.
They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The toss out to Barkley. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Come on out here. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Hey, exit. Ready.
Now on 2nd and 16. Minshew looking deep for hoop. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 37 yards.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan today, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
Protein spill.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
What we got?
On the draw, this is Barkley. And an alley to run. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Thomas has got it, complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
Julio Jones there to make the grab. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. They got to love that. 9 play drive results in 6 points.
That means they're doing the dictating. That means that they've described how the game's going to go. They're playing at their tempo, at their pace. If you're on the other side of the ball, if you're playing defense, defense is not methodical. They've got to go in there and shake things up and create a little havoc.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
Let's go now. 91. Check 53, Mike. Hey, let's get this. Check nickel. Hey, zoom. Let's go.
Manning now on first down. He'll have a first down past the 40. He completes it to Jones. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
From the 45 on second down, Manning, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Hey, wahoo! Big grip.
From the gun, it's Manning. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
The score, Saints 7, Eagles nothing.
Here we go. Set. 8, read. Check the out. 58 for Mike.
On play action. Now Manning towards the end zone for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Manning will try again on second down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deron Harmon, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Here we go. Ready?
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And some room to roam now. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. Nothing too fancy there, a simple toss left, but for whatever reason, the defense, they didn't seem ready for it.
Let me continue on with your thought right there, because after the play was over, I kept my eyes on the defenders. Watch them get off the ground, going back to the huddle, shaking their heads and kind of pointing to each other like, what just happened there? I think you were onto something.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. But you talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
Check, he's coming, he's coming. I'm scared.
From the 25 on second down, Minshew. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
Ready, ready. 18, ready.
Here's Watkins on the jet sweep. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. The tackle made there by Jared Davis.
Hey, let's get there. 40's the mark.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Minshew. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
Saints, first down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Mark 40. They're going to need some therapy after this. Get it.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Hey, check 24. Christian, travel. Go.
Working from the gun, Manning. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 50-yard line.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field.
Hey, Delta. 58, come on. 58, come on. Get ready. Shift. Look, squeeze. Hatchet. Tight dog. Five.
Shotgun now for Manning. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Oh, yeah. And 58 is the Mike. Go 58 is the Mike.
They're not ready for this. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
Now.
On 1st and 10, here's Manning. James has got it, complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Into the red zone now. Manning. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. He was looking for Watkins that time.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Jerome Baker there on the tackle. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go.
On 2nd down, Minshew. And Thomas has it. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Now 3rd and 5.
We go set 50 plant.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going. But
It got his man complete. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, Manning. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. This is Jones. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints' 25.
Bravo.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because...
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Hunter Henry there to make the grab as his guys are back within a single score. Doug Peterson says, let's go for 2 here.
Watch the boot. Watch the boot.
Snap comes at 1. Manning to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Ready up. 55, Mike 55. I'm coming, Topper. Snap.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Barkley. 10 yards, good for a Saints first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Put them on the buses. Let's put them go.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was
nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
General West.
So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down.
Got it.
Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
the 12-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Manning. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Defensively, that's Earl Thomas, the all-pro safety, knocking it free. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
Hey, Charlie. Go on, go on. Hey.
Here we go on 4th down with Manning. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go, let's go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 38-yard line. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Mike 53. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Hey, Zoo. Mike 53. 53. Mike.
Watch the slats. Watch the slats.
Ready.
Operating from the gun. Manning. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down. This quarterback now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Check. 53. Hey, team 6. Team 6. Let's go.
From the gun, Manning. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Manning going for it all. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Casey Hayward. Then he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
At the 42-yard line.
Go.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Jones.